want? A smoothie?
Yeah. Beans and chocolate and
Yes.
what are we having then?
That's greens.
Daddy.
Up pops her head. Hello. Good morning. You were very angry at him last time. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, a lovely idea. Oh, yes, please.
Can we not play in the house?
Wait a second, we can do it. That's it. That's the best one you've ever done. No shell in the bowl. That's incredible. Look at that.
It's in my mouth.
There, that was so incredible. That's a good boy. Then it's Rebel's turn.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to
The sun's out.
The sun's out. It's a lovely Sunday morning.
It's so light now in the morning now.
It's so lovely.
Daddy, what do you put in the
On my eye. Do you want one?
Why?
It's to give you less bags in the morning. We have got so much to catch you up on. Well, I just feel like in this past week, so much has happened.
I'm trying to think what that is.
House stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know we've been talking for a few weeks ago about the possibility of we might move in.
Yeah, for the first time I feel like
It's fully emotional.
I feel like I can actually look at other properties.
We're going to see 2 properties next week.
Yeah.
But I know everyone's going to be sad about leaving this house. We love it, we do love it, but there are issues with this house.
Well,
Everything.
we don't like it how
You don't like it?
we're going to the other house.
What do you think about this house, Rio? It's a bit small, isn't it?
Yeah.
The other day, it's so funny. The other day, he was like, this house is too small. I was like, are you actually joking?
I like the holiday house.
The holiday house is perfect.
Which one? The skiing one?
Holiday Inn.
The ski holiday house.
Yeah.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Why do you like that one?
It's bigger because this one is smaller.
It was a tiny 2-bed flat. But I'm excited. I think both of us are excited for that fresh new start, fresh change.
Yeah, we really must remember our manners because I get a lot of requests from you. It's like, and I need to know if you say please, can I have please? Yes, thank you, Daddy. I will do things much quicker. When you demand things like,
Thank you, Daddy.
yeah. Oh man.
But the search starts Tuesday, is when we first go and start looking at the houses. I just really am very, very excited. I feel like this is a fresh start. We've been here for 6 years, so I just love. We've never stayed in somewhere this long, have we? We always used to jump around every other couple of years, sometimes every 6 months. Sign a year's contract and be like, no, don't like it, and then 6 months later be moving. We've definitely got the itch of like, oh, we want to move. I don't know if I said this before, but it definitely won't be as nice as this house when we first move in. I can't imagine it being this, can you?
No.
But we can make it into something absolutely amazing.
Would it be ours?
It'll be ours. I like to eat the exact same as Francis. Don't want to miss out on anything. Oh, divine. Wow, stunning, stunning.
I just picked out the kids' clothes. Everything takes so much planning and preparing. We had a bit of a funky day yesterday where I just felt like we didn't do anything soon enough, and it meant that by like 3 p.m. everyone in the family was just like climbing the walls. We all weren't getting on, so I was like, this morning, get up, get out, do something. So we're probably gonna go soft play or something, get the energy out, and then we feel like we've done something, and then we can be in the house. That's fine. Like this, they've got so many toys and stuff, but I just feel like for their well-being, for our well-being, the kids dressed, get myself ready. And then I'm excited to talk to you about this house journey, because the way me and Stuart think about this is so different. He's been like thinking and researching about this for years and years and years. Whereas having a house, obviously it's important, but I don't think about things that far ahead. I just think about it when it happens. I don't know why. I'm much more focused on the day to day. It just doesn't interest me in the same way. But let's get the kids dressed, and then I can chat to you more about that and our intentions and what we want. This is really random, but one of the things I really struggle with is that whenever Stuart goes out to buy socks for Rebel, he never buys practical socks. He always buys socks with like big bows and stuff on it. I just want a pair of socks that aren't like tights, aren't really long. We just buy bloody socks. What I've also got to learn how to do is Rebel's hair, because she hates getting it done, and I don't have the nimble fingers, like I don't have any experience, so what I'm going to do is just give it a tame and stick a bow in it. Sorry? With the hair right now is very mullet vibes. Very on trend. It's kind of fun for the 2 seconds. Lovely. Your head is lovely. This bow is totally not right for this outfit, but yeah. Right.
And I've got to work in.
That's the wrong colour bow. Let's take it out. Oh, there's nothing in your eyes. It's nowhere near your eyes. There's nothing in your eyes. Oh dear. Come on. Not that bad. I'm going to get myself ready. You go to Daddy. If you don't make the bed, you can't have a successful day. Let's do my skincare and have a chat. This is my little selection. So I've got my normal face stuff. This La Roche-Posay, which I am working with as a brand, it's great for any blemishes, skin irritation. So I'm going to put that on any irritations that I have. This Act deodorant is just divine. I just want to say I always appreciate, like, I make an intention when we're making YouTube and I've got the camera to sit down and chat with you. And I normally do my skincare and I just like rush it on, but I really appreciate just having this time, and I always say it, but just to connect and chat. So this morning, yeah, we're gonna go to soft play somewhere. I haven't decided where, but just get out of the house ASAP. I get this thing where I feel like sometimes that when I'm around the kids and even Stuart, I feel like everyone wants something from me. I think I've talked about this before, because I'm such a doer and I'm like making the food and I do the cooking. So when I enter the space, they're like, oh, I want this, I want this. Rio's like, I want a drink. I'm like, I feel like I gave you a drink like 2 minutes ago. Rebel wants this, Stuart wants this. I'm like, Dolly wants this, PJ went for a walk. I'm like, everyone, leave me alone. I also love being that role as well, so I don't want to complain about it because I also love being needed. I think that's why being a parent has given me so much purpose, because I love to be needed and love purpose. So I am my own worst creation. Toner. When I last had, well, I went for a facial like 2 months ago, and the lady was like, oh my gosh, toner is the most important product. It's always been that thing. I've been like, how important really is it? Apparently it is. So let's talk about house. Stuart sits up every single night since I've ever known him searching for houses. I think it's like been his, I think, symbol of like achievement for a very, very long time. And we actually, so we own a house, a rental property, which we lived in for a bit in a different part of London. And at that time in my life, I wasn't doing very well financially in comparison to Stuart, and I didn't feel like I really contributed to that house. It was all Stuart. I didn't really have any say. It was all his absolute dream. And we moved into this house, and yes, it was amazing to own a house, but it needed a lot of work. And I hated living through this, like doing the building work. Like I absolutely just hated it. That's one of the things when we've been talking about buying this house, which this process feels so much nicer because it's much more collaborative. Like I feel like the stage where we're at in our life now, we're both contributing financially equally to the family and relationship. So it feels like this is going to be our house, and I'm much more excited about that, about the journey. Having said that, I literally, until we're almost at the point where now we can actually really start looking, I haven't been thinking about it at all. So Stuart's like, oh yeah, we want to buy a house this much. I'm like, what does that mean? So can we go look around houses? Now I can actually start to think about it. And when I've been driving around, I'm like, oh my God, we're going to own our own house. Like I'm finally getting excited about it. But obviously the steps has got us this far. Like Stuart had to make all those initial steps. And that's why it's so, in our relationship, that's so key, because he puts those plans in place early on. And then when it gets closer, then I grab onto them and then I like go for it. So finally I'm like, oh yeah, we can buy a house. I'm just going to put this on. I've just got a bit of a sore down here, but I'm going to do it in the mirror because I can't see. It's actually happening. And it's kind of weird because this house, we've been here for 6 years, I think, and it's been, so much has happened in this house. We moved in here, I was very scared because we took on a big rental property that I was like, can we really afford this? But it's been the biggest blessing. Stuart's dad moved in with us before he died, and we spent that whole summer and that whole year just living with him. It was amazing. Then we went through the 2020 pandemic, and I've touched on that before. Like that wasn't I mean, I had great times in the pandemic. Like nothing is just black and white for me. Like there's like, it's not like this was a bad time. There were still good times within that time, but there was also a lot of like challenging times for me in the pandemic, and I felt like I lost myself, and also feel that I can walk into certain spaces in this house, and I can remember being at certain points in that time in this house. So it has a lot of that energy too. And then there's the energy of bringing our kids home, our babies home, which was just, like this house has been a blessing. The garden, the space, the horses that we don't own, but they're opposite the field. Like it's just been amazing. Like it's just, I feel like this was meant to come to us. So yes, I would, if we could, wow, it would be amazing to buy this house, but it's very expensive. And I think it's over our budget. So I'm sure it's over our budget. I'm saying I think. The reason I'm talking about this is because I actually love change. This is the ACT deodorant. I love change because I want to move out, get rid of stuff. Like we've accumulated so much stuff since being here with kids, and I'm ready to downsize and also find a new space, a new energy. So we'll see what happens. Like I'm excited next week to go and start looking. Stuart and I I think we're aligned on what we want. I know we're aligned on what we want, but there are certain things I think Stuart wants to find the perfect house, where I'm like, I'm willing to make concessions. I think it's going to make itself known. Once we go to these properties, we're going to get a feeling for things. The things that are important to me is I don't want to move into a house that needs so much work. I feel like we spend so much time at home, we make videos at home, and yes, we could become a channel about doing things up, but I hate DIY. I hate it. And yes, I understand that we can't move into our dream home. We have to be willing to put the work in, but I want it to be livable. I want to be able to move in and start life. I want it to be in the area that we live because I love it so much. I want it to be, I'd love to be able to go out the house and walk to a coffee shop. That would be ideal, but I'm still willing to drive because we currently have to drive. Light and internet. Our internet in this house is so bad that like when we've done Vlogmas, obviously you don't see the behind the scenes stuff. I literally, second day of Vlogmas, I wanted to like, my stress levels were through the roof, and it's all about in getting to the festive mood because we have to work with an editor during that time because it's just so much to edit. We don't have time to do it. We have to send the files to the editor online, and honestly, it never works. The files don't send. It takes all night to send 4 files when you've got 30 files. And I'm like, working in social media and online, like, you just can't have that. So has to have good internet, and light is really important. I just love light and how you know, we film a lot of our lives, so I want it to be really nice and light. And you think this house would be good, but it actually isn't, because there's so much glass. Light is coming from all directions. So I'm sat in my bedroom right now because the light's so good up here, but like, it actually makes the light a bit weird. But yeah, I'm excited to start looking now, and I'm just excited. This week is all about, for me, discovering what our budget looks like in the physical. Like, what does it actually mean, so I can start visualizing. But like I said, I haven't thought about it really until now, and now I'm driving and going, oh my gosh, we're going to buy a house. You know, we've worked so hard over the last 10, 15 years, and it's like, wow, this is like a bit of our achievement, you know? Put some product in, and then let's go take the kids out. Having such a nice time talking to you, and they're downstairs but waiting for me. A bit of Tom Ford. I'm loving my hair short still, by the way. I think I'm gonna go shorter again. I know everyone was like, oh, I love your hair long, but as a dad, I just love my hair short. But let's go. You ready to go? Yeah?
Do that checking the lawn, my mom. We can't go.
Again? He's very sad. Oh no.
Hello, my name is Brianna. Welcome to the camera. I gonna picture. So much.
I'm gonna go upstairs really quickly, get my jumper.
Ria, where are you going? Another one of Stuart's favourite activities is to drive around the area and look at the houses.
That's what I loved when Rio was like having to only sleep in the car, you know, for his naps, where he was driving around. I love driving around all the different roads and deciding which road was the right one. What we do need to do tomorrow or the day after is go around the estate agencies and just let them know who we are, because like gay dads in the local area, it's quite niche.
Let's bring them like treats so they work harder. I was talking about my like things that are really important to me in terms of like what I want from a house. So just make sure we're aligned to what's important to you.
What's important to me is that the road itself is aspirational, with trees that line it.
A tree-lined road. Okay, that's quite specific.
These are all like things I would love.
I told you when I said Stuart's gonna have a really high vision, which is important.
Really, in an ideal world, it would already be done. We could just move straight in.
Yeah.
That would be ideal, but that I don't think.
I've explained as well, in our budget, it's like we can't expect we have to expect there to be work done, but it can't be that much work that we have to live to some sort of.
It has to be livable for the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Whilst we kind of like decide on plans and buff it up a little bit, redevelop it in some form.
Yeah.
Claire, I can't remember her surname, on Instagram is the girl that I want to design it.
Okay.
I just love her designs and what she creates.
Yeah, we'll show you some of those because Stuart's put them on our vision board. It's quite kind of cool to talk you through kind of the ideas, because the before and afters are actually quite amazing. I definitely wouldn't have that vision if I saw those houses. I'm like, you see them, you're like, oh my goodness, and then you see the after, you're like, it's like a different location.
But I can tell you what I want
Straight
the
ahead,
after
by the
to
way.
look like. Straight ahead across.
Yeah.
The after, it has to be a white house.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't really care that much about
Me too.
it being white.
But the after, that's the after.
But I still think that the moment we get into the properties, it will determine so much, because you'll be able to go, oh, it hasn't got trees on the road, but the location is great, this is great, this is great.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
You ready?
Balls free. Ah. Yummy Yorkshire pudding. This is incredible. So at the farm they do like a Sunday roast. I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. So we're having a Sunday roast on a cardboard tray. This is Stuart's great idea. Rebels destroyed the jumper, but that's fine. It's for a good cause. We're on our way
home and we're doing the thing that Stuart loves the most. It's making you happy. House viewing. Some of the houses in that area are absolutely beautiful. Wow. How much is that worth? Not sure. That one could be completely redone.
That one.
Wow, this one.
I love that one.
They put a big hedge on it now. We just got back from the farm and Rio's made me wear these reindeer. Wait a second, I've got my piggy friend to show you. Are you Peppa Pig? You do this, look. And it pushes back your hair, it's like a headband. Oh, now your hair's out your face. Hello, Miss Piggy. On the way home, we went driving past some of the houses that we're viewing on Tuesday. I have to say, both of us were like, not sure. I've just got such PTSD from the house we moved in before and the amount of work that it needed. I just really didn't enjoy it. I know, obviously, some people that's their like dream, their vision is to completely transform. But I mean, I like seeing the transformation once it's done, but the work having to deal with builders, and I'd much rather move in somewhere that's kind of already done. What kind of house would you like to move into?
The White House.
A White House.
Like the clouds.
Like the clouds, okay. White, Daddy wants a white house. I mean, I don't really mind, but I guess when the right one comes along, we're just gonna be like, this is the one. Time to talk you through the vision board.
I created this vision board, but now I'm thinking I don't really want to, like the houses that I booked us in to go and see are like this.
Start off like this, they end up like this. When you walk outside them, you see them like that, and then they end up like that.
Because this is what I want to live in. I want to live in a house like this or like this.
This is the goal house.
Honestly, I feel deflated after going to see those houses.
Yeah. All we did was drive outside of them and we were like, no. The thing is, you know, there are like those people who buy houses, there's people who see the vision and make,
I can see the vision, but it's just
make
like,
a big transformation. But then there's people, don't just say I can't cope with you.
Like if you were excited about it, I could
Of all the people not to cope with Grumpy, it's you.
I was just telling, I could just tell as soon as you drove past, you're like,
I was like, oh my god, snore.
uninterested.
This is so boring. So we're cancelling the viewings that we talked about at the beginning of this video by just driving outside of them. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. This is like the start, like you're catching the start of this process happen, and you're going to be here with us for this whole process. Like, let's fast forward to the day that we found our dream house and we're walking in. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by these two.
we love you.
We love you. Now
Happy Sunday. See you next week.
Rebel, you point to your favourite thing on the vision board.
What do you want on this vision board?
Oh,
Me too.
I want these pajamas. I want to look like Harry Styles.
I want to wake up like that every morning.
Why are the Kardashians on here? Is it just
I just
inspiration?
love to meet them.
Yeah. I want this jumper for my next time skiing trip in Austria. I'm really excited by this vision you've created for us. Can't wait to take you into the new house we're eventually going to buy. That house is somewhere out there already. Bye.
Say bye. Say bye.